Your CRN, my CRN, our CRN. We are CRN. The Community Radio Network now and the new WCRN 87.9 FM. And still always anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Regresando a la escuela, sí tenía miedo, porque yo tenía pensamientos que no sabía si iba a poder hacerlo.
A los 47 años, Marco obtuvo su high school diploma.
Nunca es muy tarde para obtenerlo.
Nadie obtiene un diploma solo. Si estás pensando en obtener tu high school diploma, puedes recibir ayuda. Encuentra clases gratis para adultos cerca de ti en completatudiploma.org. Repito, completatudiploma.org. Presentado por la Dollar General Literacy Foundation y el Ad Council.
The following broadcast is an exclusive presentation of the Community Radio Network. WCRN 87.9 FM. Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Tournament time continues. We welcome you back to coverage on the Community Radio Network as well as on our YouTube TV CRN Sports Network feed. I'm Wesley Outlet. We have got Derek Lange. He's back, man.
I'm back for a second game. Here we
go. You did a phenomenal job the other night.
Thank you.
You're like our C squad, B squad, up to A squad, right?
I'll take it whenever it comes.
Let's just get you a little bit closer to that.
Thank you.
And Will Chalk's in the house. Will, you didn't go Christmas partying yet?
No, not yet. I got one more day, and after today, I'm gone.
So we set the site here for those back again. If you joined us at Cary Academy for the John Wall Holiday Invitational, we'll be back there tomorrow for the final game at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning, as the Clayton Comets are down to the bottom of the brackets after a loss to North Bend Panthers. But Will, Derek, it's semifinal Wednesday. Rocky Mount Gryphons undefeated. Clayton doing well. They did a great job yesterday in their victory against Cape Fear Christian Academy to open up the tournament. Rocky Mount did what they needed to do to win their game. These two teams meet each other for the second year in a row for the semifinals.
Yeah, and I remember like last year, Clayton was down, 15 points, and they had to struggle to come back.
It was a buzzer beater for the win to put themselves in it.
Hugh Collins threw us on his back, and he carried us to a win. It was a great game last year, very competitive. Rocky Mount's always got the bigger size normally than Clayton does. They do again this year, I want to say. But I just think Clayton needs to come out like they did yesterday, execute, and they'll get themselves a W.
What do you think of Derek? Clayton looking really good the last couple of games, especially since the most recent loss to Enloe last Monday. But they were so close to winning that game, but they've been on the win streak since then.
Yeah, I think they're starting to get some continuity with each other and learning to play with each other a little bit more as the season goes on, being a relatively still new team with only 3 returning players. So, I think coming off the Christmas break, it was nice to get that win yesterday, get that out of the way, and kind of get tuned up for today's big matchup with Rocky Mount.
Rocky Mount undefeated, as I just mentioned. Let's give you the tell of the tape real quickly of this team, because they are going to be somebody to watch. The Rocky Mount Gryphons are based out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina, in the Nash County area. They are currently 8-0 in the season. They are undefeated last year in the semifinal round of this tournament in the John Jacobs Christmas Classic presented by Uplift Tees. They battled. Clayton prevailed. They won. Clayton this year sitting 6-5 now in the Greater Neuse River 4A division. They're 2-1 in conference play. Of course, currently right now they are third in the conference standings. Rocky Mount, Clayton, you look at the tell of the tape. Me and you were texting last night, Derek, to prepare for this broadcast. They are so close, matched together, but I got to use the word that one of our colleagues, Kim Winslow, uses all the time in this third and second quarter. Looking at this finish, you got to finish. Either Clayton has got to find a way to not make mistakes and take it to Rocky Mount. You look at this scoring pendulum right here on our statistics, brought to you by Max Preps. They are so close with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, both teams know how to put up the shots, especially from three-point land. So it's going to be interesting to see, who executes better, who can hit their foul shots and play good defense.
Getting ready for this game to get underway. We are so glad that you are a part of our coverage, and we are about to go to the court side. Will, again, as I said, buddy, you look at these two teams, they're so close together. The stats are just, this is going to be a great game. This is why we love broadcasting basketball, Will.
Yeah, and I mean, Rocky Mount went up against one of our conference, I want to say rivals. I'm going to go ahead and say rival of South Garner. They beat them yesterday, 75-51. South Garner's a team that Clayton normally, prevails against. But just based off that, just seeing them getting the win, being 8-0, it's going to be a real challenge for Clayton today.
We're ready to go for the tournament semifinal. The winner of this game will either play Wake Christian or Cleveland for the championship tomorrow night. And by the way, the Community Radio Network will be back again for the women and the men's championship, as we've always done for the last 4 years. Thank you to Jamie Lee, the athletic director, and so many people that make the hospitality happen. Derek Lange, Will Chalk, I'm Wesley Outland. Video production by Jackie Posey and Nathan Outland. And we're ready for the semifinal game between the Clayton Comets and the Rocky Mount Gryphons on the Community Radio Network. And quickly, Derek, it is Comets getting the ball first. And by the way, they're wearing away colors. They were home yesterday.
That's right. I like the royal blue.
The blue on blue with the white. Presented by Nike and BSN Sports for the next 5 years. Comets apparel, of course. I love the jerseys. It's got Clayton on the front in the white and the black with the trim. And again, Rocky Mount wearing the white on blue and gold with the black stripes in their jerseys and shorts. Walters driving up the lane, going to Sorrell to the left of the key. Looking inside, he'll find a way to go, and wow, there's
a foul.
That was all ball right there. He literally got his hand on him. That's DeAndre Lynch.
Yeah, Rocky Mount started out in a man-to-man defense. S.J. Sorrell took it strong to the basket, get to the foul line. That's going to be the key. If we get some of those guys in foul trouble, that could definitely help our team for sure.
We'll see what happens as number 10 at the line, Sherrod Sorrell. He's the 6', 150-pound senior. And he'll go to the charity stripe and get things kicked off for Clayton. They're on the board already 1-0 here. Sorrell, next shot up, and in and good. So as we mentioned, Sorrell getting things kicked off at the free throw line. And Will, that's something that Clayton's really worked on recently, is getting the ball in the free throw net when you're at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I mean, really lately that's been a big focus for the Clayton Comets. They went 12 of 15 from the free throw line yesterday. Well, actually, Andrew Grimes did. I don't know what the whole team did.
Yeah.
But one player only missing 3 free throws out of 15 is pretty well.
Going inside the lane, going to 21. 21 there. That's going to be Stephon Jones. Stephon Jones going to the perimeter. He's got Lynch boxed around him to the far side. Tyler Barnes. Great coverage, Derek. They're really covering the three-man front. Clayton is in a triangle defense, but the triangle offense of Rocky Mount is also showing the same form.
Absolutely. Good denial inside. They're trying to get to their big.
And there's that turnover by Lynch, but I thought we had Walters taken away. And Malik Hill saving it and getting things on the board for Rocky Mount. They now take the lead. No correction, game tied at 2. I thought it was a three-point shot, but it wasn't. And now it's 2-all. But again, you see this matchup between these two teams so close with each other.
That's true.
Going inside to the right of the perimeter, that's Matthew Eaton. Eaton will drive up the lane. Mitchell couldn't get to the ball. They fall to the ground. Ball will call. Jump ball, do they? I've not seen a jump ball call yet.
Yeah, jump ball, Rocky Mount ball.
I didn't see anybody give the refs a jump ball sign, but I guess they're going to say that it is, and they'll give the ball back to Rocky Mount. Rocky Mount, of course, wearing the white-on-white and the blue. As we mentioned, they're the home colors. Clayton is away. Whoever wins this game will face either Wake Christian Bulldogs or the Cleveland Rams home squad. And that could be a matchup, Derek, for what happened we saw less than 10 days ago in the conference game. And that was one for the ages. Poor Will had to leave. He was getting a headache, but it ended up being the flu.
Yeah.
Feels like everybody's been getting a touch of something in the last few weeks. Glad you're feeling better.
Yes.
Good block by Justice Mitchell on Tyler Barnes, a talented junior for Rocky Mount.
Yeah, look at him drive inside the lane, go up to the perimeter, goes around the circle, shot for three, Malik Hill, and he nails it. And that's one of the things I was working on preparing for this broadcast, Will. You've got to find a way to contain Malik Hill. He's got an awesome three-point stance. We saw it last year. He does it again tonight.
Yeah, well, I wasn't at the game last year, but so far, I mean, he's 2 for 2 from three. Hasn't really missed anything yet, and they've also got the size down there in the paint. So it's hard to going to keep him out of the three-point line, and then it's also going to be hard to contain the paint.
Well, Clayton comes right back, and they respond, though, Derek. They put the ball in the net with the help of Andrew Grimes. And how about the Jolly Blue Giant of the Comets? Almost 40-plus points in yesterday's win over Wake Christian Academy.
Absolutely.
Or Cape Fear Christian Academy.
Took advantage of the mismatches and had a great game. He had a great game last year against Rocky Mount, so let's see if he can do that again this year.
5 minutes remaining here in the opening period of play. Walters upside the lane, got Malik Hill to deal with defensively. They work their way back to the perimeter from the coach's corner, down to the line. Moving to Eaton. Eaton around the horn to Grimes. Grimes on a three. It's off the rim. No good. Sorrell comes up with the rebound. Boxed by three, and the triangle goes back to Walters. Walters on the top of the wing. Sorrell on the side. Throws one up on a three. It's short again to the rebound. Back to Rocky Mount.
Yeah, Shay's done a great job hitting the glass on the offensive end.
Malik Hill on a two. He'll put it in, and just like that, Will, it's now a 6-point lead for the Gryphons, 10-4.
Yeah, the Gryphons are on a 6-0 run right now, Wesley.
A 6-0 run. Comets got to respond here. Sorrell, Eaton, three, nails it and cut the lead to three now.
Nice job by Matt Eaton. Get on track. Good job, Matt.
And Matthew Eaton, number 3 for the Comets. That's the 6'1", 155-pound senior. Puts it in the net, and it's a 3-point game now. 10-7. Semifinal Wednesday in the 2022 John Jacobs Christmas Classic. Going to Hill, around the circle to Barnes. Barnes back to Hill. He's going to now throw it up to Johns. Stephen Jones off the net, rebound, and it goes back to the Comets there, Derek.
Great steal by Matt Eaton.
Oh, off the leg of Sorrell from the inbound by Eaton, and a nice save to keep that game alive for Clayton here. Nice work there. Walters three, is he there? No, rebound, comes up with it. And it's going to be DeAndre Lynch getting it there, Will.
I was just going to say, Walters did a little bit of a travel right there. They didn't call it.
Whistle and a foul.
Foul on 10.
They're going to call it on Sorrell, I believe. That's Sherrod Sorrell for the Comets. And by the way, that's the first foul of the game, and it is on Clayton.
Brian Harris checks in for Matthew Eaton.
Brian Harris did some phenomenal work yesterday. Now, Kim and Will were with me on the broadcast, but you were here for the Cape Fear Academy game yesterday. They really did a phenomenal job, Clayton did.
Absolutely, yeah. Everyone contributed. It was a great team effort by everybody.
Almost 40-plus points in that game, scored by, of course, Andrew Grimes when it was all said and done, number 15 for the Comets. And subs coming in. Harris is in. He's going to inbound it back to Walters. And here we go again. Mitchell's back in the far end as well as Grimes. You've got Harris now waiting patiently to see what Walters does. He's a two-man coverage. Somehow got through it, got to Grimes, and then drives up the lane, and they're going to foul him.
They're out of bounds, Clayton's ball.
Wow.
I'm surprised they didn't call a foul, Derek. I thought the whistle was coming for that. There was a lot of contact there.
It was all ball. That's what I saw.
A lot of great aggressiveness there by Rocky Mount and Clayton as they go on here. Here comes the drive by Harris. Harris to Grimes. Basket no good. Traveling called on the Comets.
That's a tough break.
All right.
So a penalty called on Clayton on a traveling call, and that will give the ball back again to Rocky Mount. Shot for three, Malik Hill, no good. Out of play, Comets ball. I'm telling you though, Derek, they got to stop Malik Hill. You cannot let him get these opportunities to lick his chops and go for the big shots like he's been doing.
Yeah, I was doing my homework, like you said. He's a really potent three-point shooter, so we got to make sure we minimize his three-point shooting.
Moving up the lane here. Going to Harris. Harris and Walters back to Harris again. Again, there's that two-man front. The takeaway and the turnover as 13. Tyler Barnes takes it away. The finish now by Malik Hill under the basket. And there you go. It's a miss. Comets driving. Turnover again by Joe Barnes.
Yeah, this is definitely not what we want. We don't want Rocky Mount running up down the floor against us for sure.
Yeah, we don't need that. No doubt about it. Jones now. Slowing down the tempo. Moving back around to Barnes. Going to Hill. And wow, 15 of Tristan Graham. Ball falls in, though. They give him the points. 10-point lead now for Rocky Mount. And there is a whistle and a foul.
Oh, sorry. Foul, yep.
They're going to call a foul on number 1 of Anthony Walters for the Comets. Well, oh well.
It was on the Gryphons. It was on 15.
Correction, okay. So they are going to call it on the 15. I thought he said 1.
Yeah, he said 1-5.
It is a foul, though, on the Gryphons. You're exactly right. So 2 fouls on the Comets, 1 on Rocky Mount now. Under 2 minutes remaining. Harris goes to Mitchell. Mitchell couldn't get the ball in either. And bringing in Kilpatrick now. Derek, I hate to say this, man. Let's bring in Xavier. We know he likes to throw the long threes. We need these threes now.
Well, when the coach calls him, hopefully he's ready to shoot them.
Shot, Malik Hill, and in again for another basket and a score.
Malik Hill already with 10 points in this game.
Wow.
12-point game now. Grimes, just seems like the ball is just falling out of the net. It won't go in. It won't go in, and it's just going the opposite direction for Rocky Mount. Malik Hill now, coverage 3-man. Jump there from free throw. Access denied on the attempt by 21 of Stephen Jones. And here we go now with now Kilpatrick. Will Kilpatrick dig, driving up the lane, going down to Grimes. Grimes tried to get it to Kilpatrick, no one home.
Looks like
Miss and read him.
Yeah, it looks like deflected side out to Clayton. Really could use a bucket here. When we miss, that just opens up Rocky Mount's transition game. What do you think, Will?
Yeah, when we miss, we're just getting out hustled on the way back to defense. Xavier Lange is in for Anthony Walters. Right?
Number 5, Dana Thompson, and number 14, Xavier Lange is coming in now on subs. Will Kilpatrick with the rock, 2-man coverage. Under a minute the shot. Lounge for 3. Is he there? No. And the rebound. Can they come up with it? No, they cannot. It's a rebound back by Rocky Mount. Comets with the response. Shot for 3. That time good by number 15 of Tristan Graham, the 5'11 senior shooting guard, point guard for the Gryphons.
Rocky
Mount. Yes, they are. Man.
Launch from 3. No good.
And nothing there. 22-7. Down by 15. Shot again. That time, no good with the air ball. Comets, Harris. Harris going to launch. 10 seconds. Going to Grimes.
Good pass.
Grimes. Basket. Finish. Too good.
Needed that.
We did.
Gonna need to stop here. 4 seconds.
22-9 to the end of the first. Is he there? Yes, he is at the horn. DeAndre Lynch, the 6'3", 280-pound senior center for football or basketball, puts it in the basket, and that's the end of one. 24-9, second period when we come back after a 1-minute timeout. This is the 2022 John Jacobs Christmas Classic on the Community Radio Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music.
This is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Getting a flu shot helps us stay healthy, so we don't miss out on what matters. Like that family movie night your daughter can't live without. Yeah, can't do that. Every year, millions of people in the U.S. get the flu. Especially now, no one has time to miss out on moments that matter. So get your flu shot. Find out more at getmyflushot.org. Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
Back after radio timeout, second period underway. Derek Lange, Will Chalk, Wesley Outland, Jackie Posey, Nathan Outland on video production. We're right here on CRN Sports with the semifinals. Walters going for three, access denied. Rocky Mount responds on the rebound, and here we go again, Derek.
You gotta remember, we're down some points, but we can't get them all back in one possession, so we gotta chip away one possession at a time.
Definitely have to do that. Will Chalk, your assessment of the first period.
I thought the Clayton...
There you go, Lynch block with the block by Mitchell. All ball, it is Comets turnover. Give it to Lynch, give it to Walters. Walters, Grimes about turned it over. Eaton was able to save the day. To the basket, and no one home, but he is fouled. He's gonna go to the line. Eaton will shoot two.
I would have liked to have seen Anthony lob that one up to Andrews because, you know, a bounce pass to a guy at 6'8", sometimes, especially in that pace, it's a little slow. If he had lobbed it up where it's in the sweet spot, he would have caught it and laid that in.
Will, you were saying before we had the defensive turnover to try to make some offensive points happen for Clayton because we know they need it.
Yeah, I was just saying that Clayton, I wouldn't just say they probably mostly got out-hustled in the first quarter. They couldn't get anything to fall for them, and then they wouldn't get back on defense, and we were getting out-rebounded, first of all, and that changes the whole game. If you don't have the possession, you're not going to win. And Clayton right now is just getting out-rebounded in the paint.
Yeah, the rebounds for sure. Definitely changing things up now, only down by 14, 24-10 here. Still a lot of basketball left to go. And don't give up on it. As a travel is called on Rocky Mount, we needed that Clayton's ball.
Yes, we did, right there. That's good.
Nice momentum swing there. Eaton inbounds it, going back to Walters.
Like to see Andrew get some touches here, get him involved, especially in the interior of the basket to the foul. He's a great foul shooter.
Walters under pressure, going down inside the lane to Grimes. Grimes will now go to Eaton. Eaton to Walters. Grimes battling Lynch, getting through Hill, going to Walters. Throwing up one, short, rebound. Sorrell touched it. He saves it, got it back after contact with Eaton. Going to Mitchell. Mitchell to Eaton. Jump up, two, and couldn't go in the cylinder and try to go again. And the rebound by Tristan Graham for the Gryphons, and here they come again at our side of the court.
Good
deflected, touched by Mitchell. Still holds on to possession. Rocky Mount will. That's going to be Jones. Jones on the inside, going back to Malik Hill. Hill around back to 21 of Jones. Jones will go down to Barnes. Barnes to Lynch. Lynch couldn't do anything. Touched by Clayton last. It'll stay Rocky Mount's ball. Will Chalk.
That's what we want to see from Clayton. A good defensive possession. We had a deflection and we had a block all in one possession. We didn't get the ball back though, but it was a good defensive possession.
Moving up high, shot inside, going. Faked by Malik Hill. The loser of this game will play for the third place of the tournament. The winner will face either Wake Christian or Cleveland for the championship men's final tomorrow night.
Tyler Barnes, beautiful spin move.
That's exactly right. 26-10. The score inside, a drive. Going now, that's going to be Eaton. Ball just won't fall in the net, Will. We've seen it so many times this year, Derek. It's like access denied. There's a foul, though. That's good.
They called it on Eaton. Eaton for the hold, loose ball foul.
Well, turn over the ball. They give it back to Rocky Mount.
Jeremiah Henson will come in for Eaton.
It's like Clayton switched to man-to-man, try to force some turnovers.
Right now, 5 minutes remaining, down by 16. Semifinal Wednesday. Short on the response by Graham. Lynch under the basket, the big man, along with the help by Graham. And there is no one. There is a foul, though. couldn't put the ball in the net, but they got fouled. I think they could call it on Mitchell. Justice Mitchell, and this will bring number 55 to the free throw line. DeAndre Lynch. 6'3", 280 pounds, center power forward, senior for the Gryphons. And the missed shot.
So if there's one Achilles heel on this Rocky Mount team, it's their foul shooting. Max Preps told me that their shooting percentage for the year is 51% going into last night. So let's hopefully the rim can get covered up by the misses. Yeah,
and another missed free throw.
Need the rebound.
Yeah, they got it back though. Malik Hill 4-3.
Out of bounds.
Oh, him.
It's Clayton ball.
Hit the top of the backboard, right?
Yeah.
Looks like the wiring might be shaking.
The wiring there, a little shaking.
Time.
Hey, by the way, Duke beat UCF in the bowl game earlier. Military Bowl. I was checking out some of the stats on that.
Yeah, I was just watching
Carolina
that game.
getting ready to play Oregon later tonight. We'll be able to make that game after this game's over.
Excellent.
You'll be able to watch Drake May, which, if you didn't know, Coach Chadwick coached him in high school at Myers Park.
No kidding.
Walters to number 4. That's going to be Henson on a 3. No good. They fight for it. Boy, they don't call jump ball. Lynch looked like he was trying to hold on to a football there.
He's pretty imposing.
Very big, intimidating player. Make no doubt about it, I bet he was a Gryphon for football.
Yeah, he most definitely was.
Driving up the lane, going to Jones. Jones going back down to Graham. Whistle, travel. Rocky Mount will turn the ball over here back to Clayton. Well, they've stopped Rocky Mount from scoring points, but Clayton's just not able to put the ball in the net themselves there, Derek Launch.
Absolutely, yeah. We need some offense here. 10 points halfway through the second quarter. We definitely need to get some threes to start falling to generate some defense.
26-10. Currently the score. 4 minutes remaining in this game. Walters up the lane, going down. Eaton, is he there? No. Oh, my. And by the way, that was Sorrell who tried to go for the 3 and then driving coast to coast. 21. Stephen Jones carries Sorrell all the way to the other end of the promised land on their side, and they put another 2 in. 26-10, and we got a whistle and a foul now. They're going to call it, I believe, on Eaton. Or actually on number 4, Malik Hill. The foul's on Hill for Rocky Mount. By the way, that's 3 and 3. 3 fouls for the Gryphons, 3 for the Comets. Walters. Wow, how did he hold on to it? Did he lose it? He didn't. He got it back.
Maintain possession.
That was Quay Pittman that forced him all the way out of bounds. And they did say it was out of play. Give it back to Clayton's basketball. Inbounding it by Henson. Jeremiah Henson going to Andrew Grimes. Grimes back around to Harris. Grimes, can he finish?
Blocking foul. Whoa,
wow.
whoa.
I'm surprised a technical foul wasn't called there.
That was definitely a blocking foul. The player moved as Andrew Grimes was shooting.
Yeah.
And didn't stand still.
So they called the foul on
Grimes.
On Grimes instead of Clayton, but a turnover. Harris gets it.
Brian.
Harris slapped away by Tyler Barnes. He says no. And Lynch is driving. They foul. Boy, oh boy.
So Max Preps also told me that Rocky Mount has won 20 of their last 21 games dating back to last year. So these guys, they only had 2 seniors last year, so they're definitely a team possessed.
Let's see.
And make it no doubt about it, Rocky Mount Gryphons are a force to be reckoned with in the tournament here at the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. The men won the title back in 2018. That's the only championship they've got, but they have been in some shape or form in the hunt. The ladies are looking to try to go for the quad for 4 years in a row, if you count also missing 2020 because of COVID. They have won the women's championship since 2018 of the John Jacobs tournament.
Yeah, well, around this area, Rocky Mount's women's basketball has just been a dynasty for years. I mean, they don't lose very often.
And by the way, the husband and wife combo of Rocky Mount men and women's basketball also. is something that is an amazing story as well in itself. 2.5 minutes remaining here in semifinal Wednesday of the 2022 John Jacobs Christmas Classic. Rocky Mount overshot the ball, give it back to Clayton. It's 29-12.
But yeah, Rocky Mount only has 5 seniors on the team this year.
Yep.
From what I see. Yep, 5.
Yeah, and last year they only had 2, so they brought almost everybody back from last year's team. They went 20-5, so they're legit. They have a great AU program up there, Team Trez, sponsored by NBA player Montrezl Harrell. They definitely have some talent up in that area, Tarboro, Rocky Mount, Nash County area.
Driving, going to 21 of Stephon Jones. He's a senior. I don't know if my paperwork's correct, but according to Max Preps, there is 12 seniors on the roster for the Rocky Mount
I'm just
Gryphons.
using the one that Cleveland gave us.
We can't always believe what Cleveland tells you, can we?
Derek,
the color commentator comes through.
You're now a member of the Searin family, Blake Robertson. What is that word? I crown you. I crown you a member now. Anoint you.
I do more than just game analysis.
Mark and Blake call it Leveland.
Yeah, I don't call it.
I've got all respect in the world for Cleveland. Thank you to Jamie Lee and everybody for having us here. We've done this for the last 4 years. Jamie has always been a stand-up guy to me. But there is a Hatfield-McCoy rivalry between Cleveland and Clayton that we just never will understand. And the ball falls in finally for Clayton. Jeremiah Henson, yes. Well, cut it in half. They're somehow hanging on. 15 down. Up, push. Call it on dig. Will Kilpatrick.
Yeah, if I don't have to call it Cleveland, I normally don't, but it has to be radio etiquette, so I'm not going to.
Do you say Leveland also?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you notice when you come in, both signs that they took, it says home of the Rams, and someone is taking
taking the H.
H off both signs, so it's home of the Rams. Home.
Yeah, somebody, unless it like fell off or something.
What's the chance of both signs being having both H's gone? That's got.
There's both. I only seen one gone.
I'm surprised Leveland and the C's not gone. But
yeah, I'm surprised. No.
If that happened, I know who would be possibly somebody to interrogate.
Not me.
Mark and Blake.
Oh, yeah, them.
Definitely not a common crew.
No. Definitely nobody at Clayton.
There's a rivalry between Cleveland and Clayton that goes like Auburn and Alabama.
No.
I mean, literally, yes, there is.
You can't compare it to that.
How can you not?
It's Duke and Carolina. They wear Carolina colors.
Okay.
We wear Duke colors.
All right.
You can't. Oh.
I'm just saying that there's rivals of
Good
sports.
pass.
Brian Harris.
Look at Harris getting it in. Clayton's finally got 4-0 run here. 31-16.
I think this is Clayton's first run of the game.
Oh, and they're trying to shut him down. That was 11 of Zaquay Pittman in the rebound. And the falls in and out. Couldn't get it there. Emmanuel Battle.
Good pass.
Come on. Harris. Basket in. There we go.
There's
31-18.
There's my energy bunny right there. He's the energy bunny.
And a minute remaining. A minute remaining. Here in the second, first period. Inside, Barnes slowing down tempo, going in the rim, going to Pittman. Pittman in a three and good. Zaquay Pittman, the junior, makes it 34-18. Take the energy out of the room for the Comets. Grimes, ball can't fall in. He fights for his rebound back, and they say it's last touch by Rocky Mount. It'll stay Comets ball, but I'm like you, Will. Where was the foul at? No comment?
Nope.
Well, unfortunate for Andrew, he's just not getting the shots to fall yet tonight.
And it's an on-shooting foul also, Derek. So inbound it here with 30 seconds left in the first half. Harris going from Henson to Walters around the circle. Moving his way to the free throw line. And wow. Thought he took a shot to the face. Turnover. Nice. Rocky Mount, Malik Hill, another two. You've heard me say that time and time again. The lead at 18 one more time. Under 5 seconds remaining. Try to get a shot in the net before the horn. No. Turnover by Grimes. It'll be Rocky Mount's ball with under 3 seconds left.
Got to put a little pressure here. Don't let him just take it up.
This is for, well, up, air ball, caught by Grimes. That's the half. They lead by 18, 36-18 at the half. Well, guys, your take of the first half of this game so far, Derek?
Well, I think what boils down to is basketball is a shot-making and shot-missing league, and we just get the shots to fall, and when we miss, they come back on transition, and it makes it very difficult to win games when you're not making your shots.
Yeah, I mean, there's just been so many opportunities where it looks like Clayton could have the ball fall in the net, and it just comes up short, falls short, and obviously, Will, you got to make your balls in the basket. You got to, definitely.
Yeah, nothing's really coming together for the Comets. They've had pretty poor passing, and when they don't have poor passing, Rocky Mount's already there ready for it. And they seem to just tip it away or do anything they can. And once that ball is tipped, their point guards, everybody in their 1-2-2 zone they got going on, sprints down to the other side and beats Clayton before they even realize that they don't even have the ball anymore.
Is there anything we can say, Derek, that Clayton's doing right, that they need to continue? I mean, I think there's a lot more improvement that's got to be done, hands down.
Hey, I think you just have to win each quarter. I mean, going forward now, I mean, it's 18 points. I mean, just can't give up. Just can't keep working hard, and it's got to start on the defensive end. You get stops, and that turns into offense, and that's what we need to do. We need to stop their offensive efficiency.
Yeah, and it's certainly not one person you need to target. I mean, obviously Malik Hill, he's one of their best players, but they're getting everybody involved in this game. Malik Hill was always involved in the first quarter, and then it's been DeAndre Lynch, and then it's been Elijah Battle, and then it's everybody else getting involved in the game. So there's not one person you have to target. Just as a defense for Clayton, you just need to be more efficient. And also, we got to have better rebounding. I mean, every time I look over here after Rocky Mount shot, all 5 of them are coming to get the rebound, and Clayton's got 2 or 3 people trying to rebound. You're not going to win. 5v2. The 5 people are more likely going to win.
Yeah, well, it's right now 36-18. I will say, Derek, though, they started a good pressure offensive drive, but it just not at the right time. I mean, just kind of run out of that momentum. If I'm Clayton, if I'm Coach Everson Simmons and Ryan Rudisil and Kenny Collins in that locker room right now, as coaches, I would point blank tell them, you got to come out, you got to be fired, you got to be Comets all in, you have got to have an electric third period, and you got to change things up offensively. I think they're letting Rocky Mount control them on the offensive package, and then in defense they're getting beat by, I think, their own mental mistakes.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not a big proponent of bully ball, but I mean sometimes you have to play a little bit more aggressive and not just keep taking the punches in terms of turnovers and just being more aggressive down low. So I mean I think that's one of the things that Rocky Mount came in, and as every team's going to do in the conference play, there's one goal for these opponents, and it's how do we shut down Andrew Grimes, and that's what they did in the first half, and I mean that's the difference right now.
Well, I will say this as we move into our radio timeout. If Grimes is not the answer, give it to Kilpatrick. Give it to Mitchell. Give it to possibly Tyreek Jones. And even some other opportunities for Clayton players like Justice Mitchell to try to get a chance for more points to be scored. We're at the half. It's an 18-point lead for Rocky Mount.
60 years of fender banging, tire scrubbing, Friday night stock car racing is what built the place they call America's favorite bull ring.
3 wide down the back straightaway.
Wake County Speedway is a quarter-mile paved oval where tomorrow's stars are crowned now under the Friday night lights.
I come for the color, I come for the cars, and I come for the crashes.
Tickets are just $15 with special discounts available. Family-friendly, NASCAR sanctioned, WCSpeedway.com.
Green flag in the air.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Regresando a la escuela, sí tenía miedo, porque yo tenía pensamientos que no sabía si iba a poder hacerlo.
A los 47 años, Marco obtuvo su high school diploma.
Nunca es muy tarde para obtenerlo.
Nadie obtiene un diploma solo. Si estás pensando en obtener tu high school diploma, puedes recibir ayuda. Encuentra clases gratis para adultos cerca de ti en completatudiploma.org. Repito, completatudiploma.org. Presentado por la Dollar General Literacy Foundation y el Ad Council.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
please be done.
Over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We're at halftime. There is about 4 minutes remaining for the start of the second half of play. Just a couple of reminders. The winner of this game will move into the third place bracket final tomorrow. If Clayton does not win, then we will cover that game. And then, of course, we also have coverage tomorrow night, as always, of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic final for the Women's Championship and the Men's Championship. Those games obviously scheduled for 7 o'clock and 8:30 tomorrow. We'll have that for you on the Community Radio Network as well. And tomorrow also, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Clayton Comets losing to Morris Catholic in the John Wall Invitational Holiday Classic Invitational for the Lady Comets. Coach Marlon Lee, they lost the first round to Morris Catholic out of New Jersey. They lost this morning to North Pitt. They move into now the 5th and 6th place bracket of the final, and they will face that team tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Follow Community Radio Network and Clayton Comets Athletics for details and information of the continuation of the final day of the John Wall Christmas Invitational and the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. We're back in a moment. We're also at the top of the hour. We'll pause for 10 seconds of radio identification. This is the John Jacobs Christmas Classic presented by Uplift Tees on the Community Radio Network.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Become a Comets athletic booster and take advantage of some of the best advertising opportunities in town. From signs that are visible to busy Highway 70 and throughout the CHS athletic fields that are also used by the town of Clayton and hosts to numerous rec leagues and tournaments, to advertising on the Community Radio Network and the Booster Club website. We would like to thank the following corporate and Super Comet boosters for their support and generosity to Comets Athletics. The Christy Mangum team with Caldwell Banker HPW, ARS Rescue Rooter of Raleigh, First Federal Bank, Narron Incorporated, Walter Schmidlin, Attorney at Law, the Joey Millard Edwards team at Carolina Realty, Kim Roberts with Next Gen Homes by EXP, Prestige Pools of North Carolina, Vincent Orthodontics, Champion Roofing and Restoration, Hometown Realty, Horizon Family Medicine, and Generation Church. If your business would like to support Comets Athletics, please visit www.cometsathleticboosters.com. Thank you for being Comets All In, and go Comets! The Comet Athletic Booster Club would like to thank the following family super boosters for their support and generosity to Comets Athletics. The Evans family, the Fitzsimmons family, the Ivy family, the Lee family, the Lowry family, the Mann family, the Mitchner family, the Stavrianakis family, and the Winslow family. If you would like to support Comets Athletics as a family super booster, please visit www.cometsathleticboosters.com. Thank you for being Comets All In, and go Comets!
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Welcome back as we're about 10 seconds away from the start of the second half. It is 36-18. Third period coming up. The John Jacobs Christmas Classic semifinal. I'm Wesley Outland. We got Derek Lange alongside. We got Will Chalk. And, of course, Jackie Posey, Nathan Outlet on the video production. And we are ready to go for the second half of this game. And obviously, Derek, we got to see.
Foul. Yep.
Oh, no basket.
Really?
They say the basket. Oh, yeah. The basket does count.
It was on the shot.
Are they going to give them a basket? They are.
They should.
Yeah.
It was on the shot. So it begins.
To basket and one. Lynch.
Oh,
wow. Air ball. No one home.
Violation.
Maybe we should just foul him.
Comets
Put him
ball.
on the foul line the whole half.
Eaton will go put it back into play for Walters. Here we go now. Around our side of the
Reaching in. Okay.
Oh, come on. There you say. There's the foul. Got to call it.
Although I got to say, Lynch is, 280-something pounds, and Grimes is 210. He's keeping up with him this whole game.
I was 31.
I just watched Lynch on this defensive possession. He's got quick feet.
Foul on 31, Bryson Phillips. And here we go now, bound Sorrell. Sorrell to Walters. Grimes, need a big stop here if you want to go to the ship. Walters turns the ball over. Rocky Mount comes up with it. Malik Hill. Hill inside the perimeter, moving around. Fancy work by Barnes. Barnes to Lynch. Blocks him. Still puts it in the net. This guy Lynch is huge, man. I mean, he's a monster.
Sure.
Yeah, he's got a full beard as a junior.
Going now. 21. The turns. Oh, are they going to say it's Comets ball? What are they going to do? Nope. They're going to say it's Rocky Mount.
Harris is going to check in for Mitchell.
So Mitchell will come out. Harris will come in. Sorrell around the circle, and they reset again. I tell you what, Derek, it's you got to stop DeAndre Lynch. I mean, obviously Malik Hill shooting the big three, but Lynch, that big man under the basket. I mean, it's just, well, there you go again. 21. Stephon Jones put it in another two. A three-point shot, correction. And just like that, it's 43-18.
They picked up right where they left off.
Walters, Eaton, Grimes. No one home. Lynch with the rebound for the Gryphons. Stephen Jones.
Good strip.
Basket, short, by 31. Phillips can't put it in. He's fouled.
Yeah, Matthew Eaton on the arm. We just can't catch a break. Anthony had the strip and ends up right in 31's hands, and to the foul line he goes.
This will bring up 31 of Bryson Phillips. First shot, no good. And one of the things you mentioned, Derek, is they've got to work on free throws. Rocky Mount, that's something that's one of their Achilles' heel, is they've got to work on the free throws. And 0 for 2 for the free throw by Phillips, as here come the Comets. Needing to open up here. Eaton looking at Walters. Walters turns over the ball, gets it back on two-man coverage. Somehow goes to Henson. Henson to Walters again. They're blocking him. They're boxing him. Walters will carry it to the rim. The rebound right again by Barnes there, Will.
Good
and a
steal by
turnover
Eaton.
by Eaton.
4-on-2. Let's go.
Oh, my gosh.
Shot for three, Eaton, bam!
There we go.
Launched the net, but the ball did fall in.
21.
And it's 43-21 now. 6 minutes left in the third. What were you thinking, Will?
I was just going to say that's what Clayton needed right there. Out of bounds, Clayton ball.
That's exactly that momentum shift. Hypothetically, are they out of it? 43-21?
No. Still a whole nother, basically a whole nother quarter. What has been
14
2 minutes?
Yeah, 14 minutes of basketball left.
I mean, a 20-point lead could go away in 5.
Walters going out of Harris. Harris to Eaton, especially if you get Eaton fired up on 3 like he does. Or Walters, when he finds that right sweet spot.
Timeout.
The coaches will call for timeout. Under 6 minutes left to go. We're in the third. Timeout by the Comets, 43-21. The semifinals of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans. What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call. This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Back after radio timeout, 43-21, as there's a couple of subs it looks like possibly coming in, or they're checking the scorebook at the table. We're up in the crow's nest for our coverage. Will Chalk, Derek Longe, I'm Wesley Outland, Jackie Posey, Nathan Outland on video production. Semifinal Wednesday, the winner of this game will face either Cleveland Rams home squad or Wake Christian Bulldogs for the semifinal game later tonight that will determine for the championship tomorrow. And again, the Community Radio Network will have coverage of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic Championship for the women and the men. And Derek, if Clayton cannot somehow pull a rabbit out of a hat here, we'll have coverage of that third game tomorrow as well.
That would be the triple header, right?
That'd be a quad. If you count the women's game tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., I got to do it Cary Academy.
Do you know who they're playing?
No. I think it's Panther Creek or Salisbury, if I remember. Max Preps and John Wall's social media has not updated anything. They're at the bottom of the barrel. They really don't. They really don't care. Here we go now with Sherrod Sherrell going to Walters. Walters to Harris. Can't get the rebound. Got it back a second time, a third time. Can he get it eaten? It's touched by, oh, are you serious? They're going to say Rocky Mountain touched it last. I don't know if I agree with that there, Derek.
Close call. Again, just Brian Harris had the chippy and just couldn't put it in. It's just, sometimes it's just not your night.
We'll reset it here, 43-21. So we go inside the lane. Back one more time. There's Lynch. There's your big man.
I'm surprised that was not called.
Somebody stop the Kool-Aid man of the Gryphons. That guy's, oh yeah, under the basket. Malik Hill, another jumper and a 2 and good. Wow. Driving. Mitchell, is he there? No, he's fouled.
Good call.
One foul, by the way, on Rocky Mount, 2 on the Comets. And Mitchell will go to the free throw line. Derek, suffice to say, this is not the lively team that we saw yesterday, no doubt about it, in that big 100-point close win over Cape Fear Christian Academy.
I mean, Cape Fear Christian, you're going from them to Rocky Mount. That's like going from a molehill to a mountain. So, I mean, it's...
and that's why you're a color analyst. Great analogy there, brother.
It's not my day job, that's for sure.
Stephon Jones. Jones going again to Hill. 3 this time short. Rebound, though, by Barnes. Picking up the rebound. Goes around the perimeter, going back to Graham. Yeah, Kilpatrick trying to get it. Just could not stop him as Jones will get the rebound back. Walters is there. I think we got
Looks like
Got
a
a hand called on Walters again. 5 minutes exactly remaining on the clock here in the third period. Second half, 45-23. Semifinal Wednesday. Malik Hill, look at that fancy footwork, man. He drives up the lane, can't finish, no ball falls. Mitchell trying to get the rebound back. He goes down, 31 with a shot. That's Phillips 2 times, 3 times. Mitchell this time with a rebound.
I'm pretty sure that second shot should have been a travel.
Harris!
I don't think he hit the backboard.
Slapped and not letting him. Tristan Graham covering him, and that is going to be they're going to say it's last touch by Clayton. It's going to be Rocky Mountain ball.
Well, the good thing is they took Lynch out of the game, so we don't have to worry about his 15 offensive rebounds for the probably has in the game so far.
Under 4 minutes remaining. Oh, well, where we go again? Stephon Jones. Jones. Back to Graham. Graham around to Jones again. Malik Hill in the corner. It's Clayton's got to stop him. You look at this. You box him up in a square and you steal. There you go. But they get the rebound back, and that's the pros and cons of what you do.
Again.
Another foul, I think, should have been called, and they didn't. And just like that, Rocky Mountain gets the ball. But that's the pros and cons, though, Derek, of getting in a triangle or a square block defense, because if the ball does fall, it allows the offense to still be able to get those rebounds back, and you can't get the manpower to get the ball back up to your side of the court.
Fundamental basketball when it comes to rebounding, and I've taught this even when I was coaching at a younger age, is that when a shot goes up, you got to find the man first and not just look up for the ball, because that allows the offense to get rebounds.
Oh, there we go. That was good call by the ref. Tristan Graham turned the ball over. But just like that, though, Will, you just knocked off 1 minute and 47 seconds on the clock there that Rocky Mountain did holding on the ball in possession. It's 3:13 now left in the third.
Yeah, it was smart of Rocky Mountain to knock off the clock, because like there's no shot clock in high school yet.
That's right, yet.
I think eventually it'll be there, but not yet.
Coach Marlon Lee's worst nightmare when it comes. Grimes to Walters. Grimes basket does not fall, but he's fouled. And the Jolly Blue Giant of the Comets will go to the free throw line. This will now be 2 fouls on.
So looks like
3 fouls on Rocky Mountain, 4 on Clayton now.
Wesley, looked like they called that foul on the floor. So
it's an on-shooting foul.
Yeah, possession out. Oof.
Which I can't figure that out. I thought there was an opportunity to shoot as Henson goes for 1. That's Jeremiah Henson on the 3. Ball, no one there. Rebound, Sorrell couldn't get his hand on it. Near could Henson. And here comes now Barnes, open man for the Gryphons, and Tyler Barnes Jr. puts it in. 2.5 remaining here in the third period. 47-23, Rocky Mountain is taking Clayton to the dog pound.
Also, by the way, Wesley, I just got word that the women for Clayton are playing Millbrook tomorrow.
So Clayton Comets and Millbrook Wildcats tomorrow at 10 a.m.
That's going to be a tough one.
So
Millbrook has a girl committed to Alabama.
So I'm assuming that Millbrook lost to Salisbury this afternoon, because that was the game that was after our game this morning.
Yeah, Millbrook's one of the top teams in this area, just like football. They're one of the top teams for basketball. They got a few star players on that team that are going places.
Well,
after
yeah,
high
a football
school.
player in the playoffs in varsity. What was he committed to going to Tennessee?
Oh yeah, he's already there. He's in Miami right now for the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, already committed to Tennessee.
And then they had a guy go to Charlotte that was on their D-line.
Yep. Our Clayton Comet, we got a couple of players. Last week committed to ECU Pirates.
They're going to try out for walk-on spots, both of them.
Ain't one going to Winston-Salem State?
Yeah,
Foster.
AJ Foster is going to try out for a walk-on spot at Winston-Salem State.
Yeah, that's awesome. Winston-Salem State University.
Try out for a walk-on. I think I said it wrong.
So Clayton and Millbrook for the final day of the John Wall Holiday Invitational tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then, Derek, it's looking like we got a triple header here tomorrow. Unless Clayton can somehow come back and make something happen here. By By the way, we had a heck of a third-place game last year between Cleveland and Clayton, if you remember. Cleveland and Clayton played each other in the women's.
For the women's?
For the third-place spot, yep. There's Malik Hill right near the free throw line and a fader jumper and in.
Malik Hill has definitely improved since last year. Last year's game, he only had 22 points. I would say he surpassed that at halftime.
Shot up. Air ball for Walters. The Ram Jam crowd not yelling like they normally do.
Talking about Cleveland student section?
Yes.
Well, they'll be here later. They got a women's game after this, and then the boys' game at the night game.
And it looks like possibly the women could possibly go to the championship for both games for Cleveland.
Yeah, they got West Johnston tonight.
Yep. What were you saying, Derek? Another whistle there.
I think on the boys' side, it's Wake Christian versus
Cleveland. Yes, Wake Christian Bulldogs versus Cleveland Rams. Winner of this game will play them. Whoever that wins that game later tonight for the championship.
Rocky Mount and Cleveland possible championship game.
Hey, don't. I wouldn't sleep on Wake Christian. You never know. I mean,
I'm talking about for the girls. I'm talking about for the girls.
My apologies. My apologies.
No, I've heard Wake Christian's pretty good. I know a few players on that team.
Okay.
They're not bad. They've lost 2 games.
Okay.
But then again, I mean,
well, they beat West.
They're not playing the same talent that, let's just say, our conference does.
Ball falls in for Jones on the free throws, at least the second one. And just like that, it's 50-23, down by 25 as number 4, Henson, was able to put it in the net there. 50-25. They were down by half at the half. And here at the 90 seconds remaining in the third, they're down by 25 points. Going to the basket. Again, strong. 25, Emmanuel Battle. The junior shooting guard, strong forward. And just trying to get points in, I guess,
Andrew,
here.
good job.
Andrew Grimes, another 2. Cut it back to 25 again. I guess you got to play hard, right? I mean, as we have moved to a minute in the third, coming up on the fourth period, Derek, I mean, it's just, you just got to continue to play your game. Try to do the best you can to get back in this. But Rocky Mount is just a strong team. And as I said, they're undefeated.
Yep, they are.
They're undefeated this year. And obviously, after a 3-game winning streak for the Comets, it's going to come to an end here. Here comes Xavier Lange coming in. Xavier will replace Jeremiah Henson.
There's a bowl game on right now.
Do what?
I was just looking at ESPN. Arkansas and Kansas are playing each other currently.
I'm ready to see Carolina, Oregon.
Carolina, Oregon, yeah, and then Ole Miss, Texas Tech tonight.
Sorrell. It just seems like lately, Derek, there's a block on the rim on either side of the court. One time Clayton's hot and the ball falls in perfectly, and then when they go to the other side of the net, they can't get it in. Or it's like a popcorn popper. Here we go. Henson, 3. There, we needed that. Still down by 26, though. 56-30. There goes 53 under the basket. That's Terrence Kearney. No doubt he played football, too. DeAndre Lynch is 280, Derek. Kearney is 296, and it shows. And that's the third. Well.
Xavier just missed the buzzer. He's had a couple buzzer beaters this year, but that one was just a half second too late.
So it looks like one more period of play remaining. 8 minutes will go up on the clock. In just a minute, we'll return. 58-30, the score. John Jacobs Christmas Classic looking to be 3-day coverage tomorrow.
60 years of fender banging, tire scrubbing, Friday night stock car racing is what built the place they call America's favorite bull ring.
Rewind down the back straightaway.
Wake County Speedway is a quarter-mile paved oval where tomorrow's stars are crowned now under the Friday night lights.
I come for the color, I come for the cars, and I come for the crashes.
Tickets are just $15 with special discounts available. Family-friendly, NASCAR sanctioned, WCSpeedway.com.
Green flag in the air.
Ready to go for the fourth period of play. Final 8 minutes of the Semifinal Wednesday, the John Jacobs Christmas Classic, presented by Uplift Tees on the Community Radio Network. Wesley Outland, Derek Lange. We've got, of course, Will Chalk. Jackie Posey, Nathan Outlet on video production. Replays of this will be up soon on our CRN Sports Network, YouTube, and social media platforms at wearecrn.com and Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at CRN Sports. And the beating continues for the Comets in the semifinal game against the Gryphons. And Will, we mentioned the buzzer beater last year where Rocky Mount beat Clayton. There's a nice three by their hitting. Matthew Eaton with a nice three. It's Lange all over 21. Jones covering him, still puts the ball in. 60-33, 27-point lead. I was going to say, though, Will, I mean, probably some revenge for Rocky Mount also on the men after they lost last year in the semifinal game to go to the championship.
Yeah, as of right now, I would say jump ball. As of
and
right
the Comets
now,
will keep it.
I would say my prediction for the finals is Rocky Mount wins both. I'm just going to have to go out on a limb and say that without even seeing the other teams, because right now I've seen the women play, I've seen the men play, and they look more efficient than any other team I've seen in a while on defense and offense for both girls and boys.
And I believe, checking my stats, I think we've never seen, well, it's actually been, wow. Well, basket and one. It'll count. 21 to go to the line of Stephon Jones, and he'll try to make it a 15. 15. I'm sorry, 15. And Tristan Graham will go to the line. And to reiterate and add more on what you were saying there, Will, the last time Rocky Mount swept the John Jacobs tournament was in the 4th annual edition, and that was in 2018, right before 2018, men and women both won. By the way, Rocky Mount looking for the women to go 4 years in a row. Lange, bottom left, just deflect the ball off of his hands there, Derek.
Yep.
Rocky Mount will have possession. Stephon Jones will inbound it. Back to Malik Hill. Walters all around him, going to Graham. Graham drives, finishes with the help of Phillips. And the hits just keep on coming for Rocky Mount. What is a Gryphons, by the way? What is a Gryphon? Is it like an eagle?
It's like an eagle, half lion.
Wow. There's your idea of what a Gryphon is. Tyler Barnes slamming one in.
That crowd noise might be what it sounds like, too. I know it's half eagle, half lion.
And they got the talons, the big talons, the big claws.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Shot to the mouth. And Walters is going to be able to hold his own and get the ball back against
It's almost
Johns.
I want to say it's almost like a rampant, like what J.H. Rose is.
Gotcha.
Something like that.
Derek, did you have a good Christmas?
It was good. Can't complain.
Working now. Walters, Grimes, no one home.
Good rebound.
Lange trying to get the rebound. Ball out of play. This time last touch by the Comets. Rocky Mount ball. Just trying to make small talk now. Was there talk about it anymore?
This one's tough to, yeah, no, this is a broadcasting nightmare.
67-35. Yeah, we'll do our best to carry it to the end, but definitely it's not the outcome we wanted. But make no mistake about it. Me and you were texting last night about it, Derek, to prepare, and we both said this will be a big matchup between these teams. Obviously, Cape Fear Christian Academy, I don't think we're in the caliber of where Clayton was. Clayton took them to school, and, I don't want to say that there was a confidence boost because of being able to closely have 100 points, and they thought maybe they could come in and breeze in, but this Rocky Mount team definitely has made Clayton pack a big lunch or dinner for that matter, and a midnight snack is not even going to help them make it to the championship game here, as Malik Hill at the free throw line trying to go for 2 shots, and both are in. 69-35 the score.
Yeah, we just got to build off each game, and, that's obviously you play toward February, so, you take this one and you learn from it and move on and get ready for the next game tomorrow night.
Kickball. Can't do that.
Yeah, it's like kickball. You like kickball, Will? Remember playing kickball in school?
Yeah, in elementary school. It was fun.
Yeah, the red rubber ball.
It was one of my favorite games besides dodgeball.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I don't know what that means.
You never seen the movie Dodgeball?
No.
Okay,
never heard of it.
Never mind. Grimes.
We've discussed this. I don't watch movies. We've discussed this, Wesley. What's the racing movie with Will Ferrell?
Talladega Nights. Oh, it's Tristan Graham. I'm sorry, that was actually Tyler Barnes being a little cocky. And I think he's going to try to slam the ball down with one hand on him, but instead the ball deflected in the crowd. It'll be Comets' ball.
Yeah, I've never seen that one either. I've heard of it.
Talladega Nights?
Never watched it. Remember you got no, yeah.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
Jackie got it on me about it.
5 minutes remaining. There goes Lange. Big man. Is he there? No. Fighting for it. Rebound. Got it back. Sorrell did. Sorrell going to Walters on a three. Boom! We had about another 10 of those. Would be in business now.
We should needed those in the first half to keep it close.
Yeah. Walters, Sorrell, Lange, Eaton, not afraid to throw the threes. Just not a lot tonight. 21 driving up the lane. Stephon Jones. Basket falls. They will count it, and he is fouled. They're going to call it, I believe, on number 1, Walters again. Man, that's got to be 4 or 5 fouls on Anthony Walters.
What's the foul count? 7 to 5?
Yes.
5 on.
5 on Rocky Mount.
7 on Clayton. 5 on Rocky Mount.
Timeout. Yep. Nope. Substitution. 23 for 21.
Well, just 23 coming in of Nasir Hassan.
Just to illustrate a point, like a couple times back down, Andrew got the ball inside and they had 4 guys on him. I mean, they will not let him touch the ball.
Going to Grimes. Move it around. 4.5 remaining. 72 to 40. Draw. Well, the ball turns over again. Grimes going to.
Oh my gosh! That's right there. That right there describes the game for Clayton.
No whistle. I mean, just can't get the ball to fall in, right, Will?
That right there describes nobody even guarding you. Just that describes the game.
72-40. 32-point lead. Going up the lane. Going to Nassan. That's 23, Nasir Hassan, the senior. You got to think also, Xavier, you got to think, Derek, with this game coming to an end, the seniors on both sides of the ball are going to come in, second, third string players as another ball falls in for the Comets. Good work there. But you're going to see probably more opportunity for players to come in and get some game time.
I would think in the next minute.
I mean, let's be honest, this game is done. Lange going inside, trying to get it back. Finishing is Tyler Barnes for Rocky Mountain, back to the net. 74-42.
Well, I think this is good minutes for both Xavier and Jeremiah. They're both sophomores, so these are valuable minutes that's going to pay off for these guys in the long run.
Xavier's waiting for his signature spot in the corner.
There goes 15. Grimes going in. Oh, fakes it, goes back around to Walters. Walters! 3, no good. And there is a whistle. And we got subs coming in now.
I'm pretty sure the coach just called a timeout so his subs could come in.
We figured it was coming.
Absolutely.
And we figured we're bringing in new players now. Number 5, number 11, number 23 for Rocky Mount. That's Elijah Battle. Number 5, number 11 is Zaquay Pittman. Number 23, Nasir Hassan.
Yeah, they're just running the ISO right now.
Yeah, Tyler Barnes. They could be just running clock a little bit too.
Yeah,
which I don't know why, because you got your subs in, so I would be running to score.
Driving.
Yeah, I don't think Xavier wanted to sit, be a poster.
No, Lange and Thompson just sitting ducks there as 13 just drove up. No one even made a stop. And it looked like Sorrell took a shot to the side of the face. They don't even call the whistle.
Look, Xavier's waiting for it in his corner.
Grimes jumps up, puts in a 2. Fakes by Barnes. 2 minutes remaining here.
Yeah, Barnes was
30-point lead.
He was definitely toying with Dana.
Here we go.
So they want here we go.
Nice, so they wanted.
This is the best, probably 2 of the better players in the state right here.
This is number 13, Tyler Barnes, and number 15, Andrew Grimes. And they were getting loud for a minute. They were psyching each other. Here you go. They want to see them go at it.
Kenny Collins is telling them to come up, trap him so nothing happens.
And a whistle is called. Could be possibly the final timeout of the game. Maybe. It's right now a 30-point lead. Timeout. John Jacobs Christmas Classic semifinal. Wrapping up next from Cleveland.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
please be done.
Over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It was a shot for 3 by Rocky Mount. They put it in the net on radio timeout. Now we got bodies flying to the floor. Clayton gets the ball back. Launch on a 3. Got it.
That's a spot.
Daddy, you at least saw a 3 for one time tonight from son Xavier.
One 3 a day keeps the doctor away.
There you go. And a minute remaining. 23 falls short. Nasir Hassan for Rocky Mount. Driving. Inside. Nice deflection. Turns it back around again. Shot for launch again. Could he go for 3? That time on the cylinder of the rim. No good. And the rebound. 30 seconds remain. Clayton will move into the, hopefully, will check the bracket here. 79-49, 30-point lead. We'll determine it here at the end before we go off the air. Is right now 18 seconds, 15 seconds. Shot for 3. Again, no good. We'll give all these details in a minute. Bryce Stevens going for a 3. It was no good. Final shot of the game. Is it in? No, it's not. Number 5 gets it in before the horn. Elijah Battle. 2 seconds. They're done. That's over. Semifinal goes to Rocky Mount. They're going to face either Wake Christian or Cleveland in the championship tomorrow night. We'll have it on the Community Radio Network. And the final score, 81-49 for the Comets. Will, have you able to check the bracket, brother?
I don't have it filled out, but it's in the lobby. I know it's in the gym lobby. I have no idea who Clayton is facing.
Gotcha.
So
let's do the math. Obviously, Clayton beat
Cape Fear.
Cape Fear. They lost to Rocky Mount.
Cape Fear and South Garner should have played today, right?
Right.
Yeah,
and the winner of that game plays Clayton. South Garner plays Clayton.
So South Garner and
Clayton. Third place game?
Yes, we should be playing for the 3rd place. Yes.
Yeah, it should be South Garner and Clayton.
Okay. So the South Garner Titans and the Clayton Comets, which is, by the way,
that's
a great opportunity.
That's a prediction. I don't know if that's official.
If you want to run real quickly.
I can tell you. Yeah. So it's the loser of the Cleveland Wake Christian game. We'll play tomorrow night.
Right.
Yep.
So that's what I was thinking, because the winner of the game is going to the championship to take on Rocky Mount.
So Clayton's either playing Wake Christian or Cleveland.
Right. The loser of the game.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I'm rooting for Wake Christian because I'd love to see another Cleveland-Clayton game tomorrow night.
I would love to as well.
Yeah, that would be. We got some redemption from a couple weeks ago, right?
And again, obviously, we'll see what Rocky Mount does tomorrow night in the championship final. The women will tally that information up as well, because we will bring you the championship coverage. If it wasn't enough, where we thought we had 3, now we got 4 games tomorrow on the Community Radio Network. We're at Cary in the morning at 10 a.m. for the final day of the John Wall Holiday Invitational 50th annual event. That's the game against the Millbrook Wildcats, I believe you were telling us Terriana Howard did.
Oh yeah.
Will,
she told me Millbrook.
So that will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then Will And Derek, I think you guys have assessed that either Wake Christian or Cleveland will play Clayton for the third place game tomorrow.
Correct.
And then we, of course, as always, have the women's championship and the men's championship. The women game is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then, of course, 8:30 for the women. I'm sorry, for the men. The women's championship is at 7 o'clock. The men's championship is at 8:30. And I was going to say that the third place game, yes, that will be at 5:30. So basically, when we go live tomorrow after the morning game, Derek and Will, which will be at a Christmas party, Kim will be back with us. So that's going to be really cool. We will go live from 5:30 all the way until we finish. So, and Clayton will be first out of the game.
That sounds like a Talladega night.
It sounds like a NASCAR broadcast, don't it?
That's it.
Oh, wow. Will, your final take of everything, buddy, before we get on out of here.
Yeah, I was just gonna think that Clayton needs to come back better tomorrow. They need to have a better day tomorrow. They had one of their best games yesterday and had maybe one of their worst games today offensively.
Do you think, Derek, Will, that maybe that, I mean, I don't want to say the word ego, but do you think that maybe that big win said, oh, man, we blew this team away by 100 points, you know, we're going to be able to be okay against Rocky Mountain? Because the score for Rocky Mountain last night, it wasn't a blowout. It was very close with the team that they played. I think they lost to Wake Christian.
By like 15. Who? Rocky Mountain? Rocky Mountain beat South Garner.
Okay.
By like 15.
Yeah, I mean,
I just want to
look at how they beat Clayton.
So I think
I want to say no, only because, well, I'll say this for the guys that played last year, I want to say no, but for the guys that are newer, I want to say yes. They came in a little bit too in over their head. I expected to just blow through this whole tournament after one game,
right?
When really that was not the case.
I think psychologically last year, I think Rocky Mountain came into that semifinal game with Clayton, thought they were just going to walk through it. And Clayton, had a great game from Hugh Collins. I think had 7 3-pointers in that game last year. I don't think Rocky Mountain was prepared to lose last year. So coming back this year, knowing that they had Clayton again in their bracket,
they had revenge, right?
Yes, for sure, for sure. Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, just coming from when I played, but.
Well, when it's all said and done, Rocky Mountain Gryphons.
So I wanted to give a shout out to Mason Rush, who's a Clayton graduate who does a lot of training. He trains a lot of the Clayton guys. I know that when I told him I was going to be doing the broadcast, I'd give him a shout out. He says, well, maybe sometime I got to get in there and do it too. And
we would love to have Mason join us in the booth. Yes, please. Mason Rush, open invitation, my friend. Called many of your basketball games when you played before graduating. And as former principal, Dr. Coach Bennett Jones always says, once a Comet, always a Comet. You are always welcome to join us in the broadcast booth. I love that.
He was with the Clayton dynasty of 2018?
Yeah.
He was point guard. I remember him.
And I'll tell you what, he's a fine individual. He's really great. He's an ambassador for the program. He helps a lot of these guys, him and Kenny Collins. So we're really blessed to have both of them helping out, making these, developing these guards and bigs for the future of Clayton basketball.
Well, we got a triple header tomorrow here at Cleveland, nonstop, 5:30. We'll be live on the air around 5:15 Eastern time. We've got the qualifying game third place matchup between the Clayton Comets and either Cleveland Rams or Wake Christian Bulldogs, which those teams are coming up later tonight. We have now, of course, the matchup between, I think that's Fuquay Arena.
No, West Johnson, Cleveland. West Johnson, Cleveland.
Cleveland's wearing pink, okay. So, yeah, I knew they changed their jersey. So Cleveland and West Johnston getting ready. Jackie Posey, an alumni of the West Johnston Wildcats. We'll get ready for this. So can we reset for you one more time what's going on? Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., final day of the John Wall Holiday Invitational. Clayton Lady Comets, 10 a.m., playing the Millbrook Wildcats. That'll be the final game of the tournament for the women. Then we go live 5:30, 7, 8:30 in their time respective brackets with coverage with Kim Winslow, Derek Lange, and myself for the finale of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic. Thank you to Jamie Lee. Thank you to all of the people that are involved with it. The John Jacobs Christmas Classic presented by Uplift Tees on the Community Radio Network. Thank you as always to Principal Dr. Coach to the interim principal now, Dr. Earl Moore is what I meant to say. I had Bennett Jones on the brain. Thank you also to Brian Hale, the Clayton Comets Athletic Booster presidents, for John Asmussen, Marlon Lee, the athletic directors of Clayton, for Will Chalk, Derek Lange, I'm Wesley Outlet. Thanks to Jackie Posey, Nathan Outlet, my son on video production. We'll do it again tomorrow night, the final day of the 2022 John Jacobs Christmas Classic, presented by Uplift Tees on the Community Radio Network. Enjoy the rest of your night. Good evening from Cleveland.
Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
You've been listening to an exclusive presentation of the Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN. Welcome to the Community Radio Network. Follow us always via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Plus, listen to the new CRN 87.9 and still anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.